it's carceral, right? It's a jail like setting, right? And
Uh-huh.
if you're just comparing the two family detention centers that are here, they're both carceral and they look kind of different. Carnes, I think originally was designed to be a jail and looked like a jail, where Dilly, it was more of a worker camp originally, and it's set up more like an internment camp, right? And so there's more outdoor space, but it's these trailers. Um, and I say that just to say it doesn't make it any less carceral, right? It's
Hmm.
run by a private prison company. There's guards telling the families where they can be, when they can be, telling them to keep their kid quiet, telling them to keep the kid off of that. It is not in any way a place that's adequate to house children, and let alone are the conditions, the conditions are not adequate for adults, right? And you're seeing a lot, we keep seeing a lot of those conditions issues come up. They're just far more acute when you add children to it, right? And we're talking about children as young as one, or younger, right? So tender age children of every age. Imagine being in the jail, right? And then just imagine being there with your kid and a guard telling you, now involved in that parental relationship, right? That
Hmm.
psychological harm alone, right, is something that happens on day one and just keeps compounding. Inadequate food and right, inadequate medical. Oftentimes the right type of doctor is not there, or they don't take the appropriate steps to address medical issues. Because they're like, oh, we're gonna deport them soon, so we don't need to fix the broken arm. Um, I,
Hmm.
and I'm not pulling that example out of thin air, right? Those are kind of the real examples that we're seeing. They don't have fresh drinkable water to use with the formula. The food is not edible for children that have just weaned off of breastfeeding, unable to eat the food that's given because it's not appropriate for a young child, and parents trying to have to navigate that, right? Um, and then you get kids with who have acute medical issues that they're just not set up to even address. And the advocates like us that are on the ground trying to escalate those issues to have them resolved.